Congratulations to the three podium finishers of the Fosters Grand Prix of San Marino. Third for Team McLaren Mercedes, Juan Pablo Montoya. Second for Miles 7 Renault, Fernando Alonso. And winning the Grand Prix for Scuderia Ferrari Marlboro, Michael Schumacher. Michael, it's been a while since we've seen you conducting the Italian national anthem on the podium. How does it feel?
Yeah, great. I mean, what else can you say? An amazing weekend. We've had a lot of work. We made some mistakes in the last race, very obviously, and to come here and perform the way we performed, although there was obviously in some moments some struggle, but in general over the weekend we were very competitive, and that's thanks to a lot of us, many partners to us, starting with Shell, who came up with a completely new fuel, some more horsepower, with Bridgestone working very hard on the tyre side, and obviously our team itself with new bits for the cars. Engine side, I mean, really a big push from everybody, and as you see, that's the result and paid out.
Great start from the pole, great first stint, and then it looked as if you had to work very hard to sustain the pressure from Fernando. What was the car like 2/3 of the race?
Yeah, it started off okay after my first pit stop, and then I went into some trouble. I don't know what it is. We obviously have to check the car, but there was some graining, but not a big issue, honestly. But the car never came back and never really performed to what it was doing in the beginning, and was quite a bit of a struggle. But luckily this year is a circuit where we know from another year, last year, that overtaking is almost impossible unless you make a mistake. So obviously you study who is behind, in that case Fernando, where is the moments where it could get critical, and you prepare yourself just for these areas, and it worked out.
And of course it was reversed from last year. What was the traffic situation like for you today?
Well, pretty good. I mean, no, I have no complaint. The guys did a good job out there.
Congratulations, Michael. A great win, a great comeback. Moving to you, Fernando. Looking very, very strong into that second stint there. Sliced into Michael's lead and then just behind him for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it's true that I arrived quite quickly to him. But then, as Michael said here, we know it's difficult to overtake, near impossible, if there is no mistake. Michael didn't make any mistakes, so I just waited my opportunity, and at the end didn't come. But I'm happy. You know, we qualifying with much more fuel than the others, obviously, and we saw in the race that was the right thing to do. In a normal circumstance, in a normal circuit, we should win the race. And also the second pit stop was not planned to do in that lap. We came much earlier just to try to overtake Michael. And didn't work. Maybe the opposite thing, to wait until my normal pit stop, maybe it should work better. But who knows? I think this 8 points is perfect for me. The second in the championship was Kimi and Fisichella, and I took another 4 or 5 points to them. So, you know, in championship-wise, it's a perfect result.
We saw you run a little bit wide coming out of the second chicane with 3 laps to go. What was the car like at that phase of the race?
Well, on the limit. I think Michael was very slow in the second stint, but not so slow in the third stint. I think the last set of tires for them works again quite good, and it was not so easy to be behind him and to try to overtake. So I really pushed 5 laps to go just to try to overtake him, put all the revs in the engine, etc. I tried hard. When I saw that was not possible, I just went down a little bit, and as I said, it was a risk moment, and I think it was no time to risk anymore.
Thank you, Fernando. And Juan Pablo, congratulations to you. A strong drive after your problems in practice yesterday on Saturday, beating your teammate, of course, and Felipe Massa in the Ferrari.
I think it was good. You know, we had a really quick start, but I went into the inside of Fernando. He came up, you know, I think he went to try to pass the BAR, so had to lift, and, you know, I lost a couple of places there when I backed off. But, you know, on and off, it was a really good race. I think we did a lot of work over the last couple of weeks, and I think we're going in the right direction. I think our qualifying performance wasn't as good as we expected. You know, as you see, we had a lot of fuel in the car as well, and I think it was good. You know, we passed a lot of people and everything, and I think we had a really good car, you know, to fight for the lead. But when I got to third, I was 13 seconds behind. what can you do? You're too far behind, and it was more of bringing the car home.
And the pressure from Felipe in those closing stages?
None. I was pretty much cruising, to be honest.
Well done to you. Michael, returning to you, after a great start in the first race, a couple of problematic races, as you've said, now the championship for you is well and truly alive.
Yeah, I mean, it was not really gone away, honestly, even with 2 difficult races. But point-wise, it's looking 2 points better now, absolutely. But it's a long way to go.
Congratulations. Now if we can have some words from you in your own language, starting with Michael in German.
Ist natürlich ein Traumresultat für uns. Gestern schon die Pole Position, heute den Sieg einzufahren. Nach 2 etwas schwierigen Rennen, wo wir selber sicherlich auch sehr viel hätten besser machen können. Aber wir haben daraus gelernt, wie man sieht. Es hat sehr viel Arbeit gegeben. Es ist hart gearbeitet worden bei uns. Jeder hat angepackt. Sowohl unsere Partner Shell, Bridgestone, ganz wichtige Partner für uns, die uns den entscheidenden Schritt wieder nach vorne gebracht haben. Und natürlich auch im Werk selber gab es jede Menge Neuerungen am Auto, die eben das ermöglicht haben, was wir heute hier gesehen haben. Es war kein einfaches Rennen. Wir hatten im Zwischenspurt ein kleines Problem, was noch nicht ganz erklärt ist. Das müssen wir noch analysieren, warum das so war. Aber generell hatten wir das ganze Wochenende über ein sehr konkurrenzfähiges Auto. Und deswegen würde ich sagen, ist der Sieg verdient für uns. Wir freuen uns auf jeden Fall ganz riesig. Und ich hoffe, alle, die auf unserer Seite sind und uns die Daumen gedrückt haben, hatten viel Spaß dabei heute. Vielen Dank auf jeden Fall.
Thank you, Michael. Fernando?
Ha sido una carrera muy difícil, hemos salido muy atrás con mucha gasolina, pero bueno, ha funcionado bien la estrategia, ya que después del primer pit stop estaba segundo. Michael ha tenido algunos problemas en la segunda parte de la carrera y lo he conseguido coger. Luego hemos adelantado la segunda parada para intentar pasarle, ellos nos han copiado la estrategia en la vuelta siguiente y no ha podido ser. Y bueno, he intentado todo lo que he podido para pasarle y no ha sido posible y bueno, los 8 puntos, teniendo en cuenta que segundos en el campeonato estaban Fisichella y Raikkonen y les he sacado otros 4 o 5 puntos, pues ha sido un fin de semana perfecto para el campeonato y bueno, esta vez corríamos fuera de casa y nos hemos defendido como hemos podido. La siguiente habrá que volver a pensar en la victoria.
Thank you, Fernando. Juan Pablo?
Bueno, para mí yo creo que fue una buena carrera. Tuvimos pues un poco de problema al principio con tráfico, tuvimos una muy buena largada, pero no pudimos aprovecharla porque no teníamos para dónde ir. Y de ahí para adelante pues fue aprovechar cada vez que teníamos la pista libre para hacer un par de buenas vueltas antes de las paradas de pits y pasar la gente. Yo creo que fue una buena carrera después de las últimas semanas de trabajo que hubo en el equipo.
Thanks, gentlemen.